Good day, everyone. Today, we will talk about geometry in real life. Geometry is not only found in books or classrooms, it also present in the things we see every day. If we look around us, we see different shapes and patterns in tiles, buildings, clothes, and even wooden mats like banig. These designs are made using basic shapes such as squares, circles, triangles, and rectangles. In this documentary, we will explore how these shapes are arranged to form beautiful and meaningful design.
We will also show how these patterns are created and repeated in different ways. These are not random designs, they follow mathematical ideas that helps make them balanced and organized. Geometry is part of art, culture, and design. It helps people create patterns that are both useful and beautiful. We will also see how geometry helps explain how design are formed and repeated in real-world objects. So let's begin and discover how geometry shapes the world around us.
This is tile design that we often see on floor and walls. If we look closely, we can see that it's made using simple shape like square and circle. The square are repeated to form a strong structure, while the circle are placed to add design and decoration. Even though it looks simple, there is a geometry behind how it's arranged. This shows that math is used in designing things that we use every day.
This is a woven mat, also being in Filipino culture. It is made using repeating diamond shapes. The design is created by weaving strips of material in a pattern. The diamonds repeat again and again, making the mat look balanced and organized. This shows how geometry is used not only in modern design but also in traditional Filipino crafts.
This cloth design uses different basic shapes like rectangles and triangles. The triangles are arranged to form patterns that attract attention, while the rectangles give structure to the design. These shapes are repeated to make the cloth more beautiful. We can see that even clothing uses geometry to create style and design.
All these examples shows that shapes are everywhere in real life. We can see circles, squares, triangles, rectangles, and many more shapes in objects around us. These shapes are not random, they are arranged in patterns that repeat and form designs. This proves that geometry is not only a school subject, it is a part of everyday life, culture, and design. We will now analyze the designs using geometry. In this part, we will look closely at how the patterns move, repeat, and change positions while keeping their shapes the same.
This pattern shows translation. Translation means the shape moves from one place to another without running or flipping. It just slides in a straight direction. In this design, we can see the same shape repeating side by side. It looks like it is moving across the patterns in the same direction again and again. This makes the design look continuous and organized.
This part shows reflection. Reflections means the design is mirrored, like looking in a mirror. One side looks exactly like the other side, but reverse. In this pattern, if you drew a line in the middle, both sides match perfectly. This creates balance and symmetry in the design.
This pattern shows rotation. Rotation means the shape turns around like in a fixed point or center. It can turn like a wheel or spinning object. In this design, the shapes are arranged in a circular way, making it look like rotating around the center. This gives the pattern a dynamic and creative look.
These movements are called isometries. Isometries are transformations that keep the shape and size the same, but to change their position or orientation. This is why the patterns we see look neat, balanced, and well organized. Geometry helps us understand how these beautiful designs are formed in real life.
Filipino culture, many beautiful designs came from weaving, crafts, and long traditions passed from generation to generation. These designs are not only made from decoration, they also show the skills, creativity, and identity of Filipino communities. One of the best examples is our traditional woven materials.
Banig mats are a good example of this. They are used repeating geometric patterns made from simple shapes like diamond, line, and square. Even though they are made by hand, the patterns are organized and balanced. This shows that geometry is natural use of traditional Filipino weaving.
Traditional clothes and fabrics in the Philippines also use different symbols and shapes. These designs often represent culture, beliefs, and identity. Each pattern has meaning, and it reflects the creativity of the people who made them. Geometry helps make these designs clear, repeated, and beautiful.
These patterns are not just designs, they represent the culture, creativity, and history of Filipino people. Through geometry, we can understand how these traditional arts are formed and why they are important. Geometry helps us preserve these cultural designs and keeps them alive for future generations. This is our original geometric design inspired by Filipino culture. We created this artwork by combining simple shapes and arranging them in a meaningful pattern. Our goal is to show how math and art can work together in one design. In our design, we use squares as the main structure to make it stable and organized. We place circle in the center to highlight the focus of the design, and we added triangles and diamonds around it as decoration to make it more creative and attractive. We also applied geometric transformation in our design. We use translation by repeating pattern in different direction and reflection to make both sides look balanced and equal. These techniques help us create a design that is symmetrical and well organized. In our design shows how geometry can be used in art and creativity. It connects mathematics with Filipino culture and shows that simple shape can create meaningful and beautiful design when arranged properly.
Geometry is also used in modern life. We can see it in buildings where shapes are used to make strong and stable structures. Architects use geometric designs to make sure buildings are safe and balanced. It is also used in fashion design and patterns. Clothes often have shapes, lines, and repeated designs that make them look creative and stylish. Geometry helps designers create patterns that are attractive and organized.
Geometry is also very important in digital art and technology. We can see it in computer, graphics, logo, video game, and even animation. Shape and patterns are used to create modern digital design that we can see every day. This shows that geometry is important not only in the past but also in today's world. It continues to be used in many fields like architecture, fashion, and technology, making our modern life more creative and organized.
We learned that geometry is everywhere in real life. It is not only something we study in school, but something we can see in the world around us every day. It is found in culture, art, traditional designs, and even in modern creations. From being mats to buildings and digital art, geometry is always present. Understanding geometry helps us appreciate both mathematics and Filipino culture. It shows us that math is creative, useful, and meaningful in real life.